I was breathless as I shut the door of the old brown house behind me and stood for several minutes listening to the music, a man's voice coming from the big room upstairs. I climbed the stairs slowly and stepped into the dusky room. Seated on the couch in front of the bay window was Charlie Manson, playing a beat-up old guitar remarkably well and singing in a clear but soft voice. In the eyes of Susan Atkins, she was an aspiring actress in 1967. She once played a voluptuous vampire by the name of Sharon King, rising out of a coffin with jet black hair, blood-red lipstick, and bare breast. The men and women who were packed into the club gasped loudly as she stood up and pointed a long red fingernail at them to mark them as her next victims. I thought this was weird, but it might be the trick to launch my career, Atkins later wrote in her book. Susan Atkins grew up in the Cambrian Park section of San Jose, the daughter of alcoholic parents. After her mother died of cancer when she was 14, her father sunk deeper into alcoholism and abandoned the family. Atkins dropped out of high school and moved to San Francisco to become the youngest topless dancer in North Beach. And before she was ever Sexy Sadie, Susan Atkins worked as a stripper and a topless dancer in San Francisco in a club named Gigi's. That's only one of the clubs that she worked. It was there, though, at Gigi's, that she was introduced to Anton LaVey, the head of the Church of Satan and a master self-promoter. He hired her for his Witches' Sabbath show, which also took place at that club, not at his black house, as has been reported before, but it was at Gigi's where this took place. At that first meeting, Susan Atkins would ask, "What is a Witches' Sabbath?" looking at first her boss, Mr. Garnett, and then back at the bald-headed guy, Anton LaVey. Anton threw his head back and gave a barking sort of a laugh. "It's time, my dear, when the witches worship their leader, Satan. It's a marvelous ceremony and will be very colorful for your club. It's a bit out of the ordinary." Well, this is it. This is where the twisted dance of fate begins. Down Cole Street, a winding path that witnessed the convergence of the Manson family and his early recruits, including Mary Bruner, Lynette Squeaky Frome, Patricia Krenwinkel, and the focal point of our story, Susan Atkins. It's the Yellow House at 636 Cole Street, where Manson, along with his entourage of young women, coexisted with a Catholic priest named Michael and a benevolent nun. Yeah, they lived there with a priest and a nun, who probably paid the bills. This unholy alliance endured from May through July in 1967, a period marked by panhandling, musical performances, and the commission of minor crimes. Manson's entanglement with Mary Bruner initiated in Berkeley in 1967. This was followed by encounters at Venice Beach with Lynette Frome, and then an encounter with Pat Krenwinkel through her sister's acquaintance of inmate Billy that Manson knew in prison, providing Manson with an opportunity to infiltrate her life as well. Together, they all ventured back to San Francisco, setting the stage to meet the killer, Susan Atkins, on Cole Street. After the Witches' Sabbath show shut down, Atkins ended up homeless and on the street. She ended up at a communal house at Oak and Lyon Street in the Panhandle. She lived right beside Janis Joplin. And this is also where she met this 32-year-old ex-con named Charles Manson. As we creepy crawl through the sordid chapters of Manson and Atkins' union, we uncover the intricate web of crime, manipulation, and desperation that defined their existence. The echoes of their deeds linger on the streets of San Francisco, reminding us of a dark lore that once gripped these infamous figures. The location of the Devil House was at the corner of Ashbury and Waller. The exact address, where it was located, was unknown. A little bit of context into this Devil House. When it comes to the priest that was involved with the kid called Pussycat, a guy by the name of John Ansnells, who's been in this Manson community for a long time, he's probably investigated this stuff longer than anybody has. He confirms that he knows and met this father and this Pussycat, and both of these people did exist. If the story's true or not, who knows? Right up from Haight, Ashbury, at Ashbury and Waller, that was the location of this mysterious Devil House. was one of these 4 houses on these corner here, right here at Ashbury and Waller. Which house? I don't know. I haven't narrowed down to this one, but there are 4 houses to choose from in reality, so you choose. So as I walk around here at Waller and Ashbury, looking for this devil house, if you'd like to know more about this devil house, please watch this next video. And until next time, peace.